Alright guys, Forsaken just revealed more sneak peeks from old scrapped concepts and aberrant gameplay to why certain skins never get added and more. Let's get into it! So after last time, a lot of people have started to find John Doe's aberrant skin in lobbies with testers. With Jason Triel catching a tester using him with all of his abilities, the aberrant skin now has the new redesign, since the old one got leaked a while back with the animations. We can also see that Aberrant is not as big as expected, with him being smaller to match his normal hitbox, since making him larger would basically turn him into another Sixer, easier to hit with stunts. He even has a new punch animation, fully giving survivors a good old left hook to the face, with his corrupted arm going into the ground to be used for corrupt energy. Then there's the digital footprint animation of him opening up the ground, followed by him tweaking after getting stunned like his system is rebooting. The new kill animation is still fairly buggy, but it looks like he's completely slashing up the survivor with his right hand. So far, this skin looks great, with a lot of detail put into it by Alexis Funny, as he's been working on this skin for many months. We should see this skin fairly soon, as him being given to testers probably means he's coming by Christmas. However, this skin could be a badge skin due to the long wait to obtain it, possibly requiring you to do something for John Doe to unlock the skin. Will you be buying this skin? Coconut also talked about something a lot of people in the Forsaken community about why so many fan-made skin concepts never get noticed or picked up by the devs. And according to them, the main reason is simple: people focus only on whether the moveset technically fits, instead of whether the character itself actually matches the killer. They use that popular Azrael 1X skin concept as an example. The animations and VFX were amazing, but Azrael just doesn't fit 1X at all. 1X is literally a ball of hatred, and Azrael, the god of hyperdeath, has a theme built entirely around hope and dreams. The personalities clash completely, and that's something Coconut says happens with a lot of concepts, even ones that look incredible. The funny thing is that Azrael would fit perfectly as a skin for Star Glitcher, a killer that isn't even in the game yet. They also brought up Tenet, a concept they personally think is amazing, but one that fits way better with Charlatan's hypothetical WarioWare style moveset than any killer currently in Forsaken. What makes Tenet great, according to them, is that it actually matches the character's personality, lore, and style, everything a good skin should do.
I don't know.
Forsaken also has a ton of old, unreleased concepts that the community has never actually seen in-game, and Cacklebox finally revealed some of them in a new thread. These are concepts that were worked on throughout early development, but for different reasons were either scrapped, reworked, or just abandoned, and now they'll probably never make it into Forsaken. But they're still insanely interesting to look at. The first one Cacklebox showed was Hatred, a collab character that was apparently being planned a long time ago. If that collab actually went through, Cacklebox was supposed to handle the moveset and artwork. It's pretty sad this one never saw the light of day, because it looks like it would have been one of the more unique killers in Forsaken's roster. Then we got an incomplete Bomber moveset, something that was created almost a full year ago. Cacklebox didn't make the original kit, but they still had some ideas written out for it. Even though it was unfinished, it's still cool seeing how the character was shaping up before plans changed. Bomber had a pickaxe that you could swing dealing 20 damage, and you could get supercharged. There was also an early take on Azure, back when the team was figuring out how he'd actually play. The funny thing is that Cacklebox said this concept still holds up surprisingly well, even though a lot of the moves were basically inspired by Venom from Rivals. Another old one was Zombie King, a concept dating back to before Forsaken's alpha release. It even mentioned vault spaces, which were apparently a hot topic within the team at the time. The crazy part is that elemental zombies were being discussed way back then, long before players even knew it was an idea. Cacklebox also showed an extremely early one design with one of the first ever moveset concepts, which he admitted was really bad looking back at it. And after that came Subject_0, a concept made before Forsaken had any real balance rules. Finally, Bloody Mary was the very first concept Cacklebox ever created, and it's actually what got him on to the Forsaken team in the first place. Even if these concepts won't return, it's a really cool look into Forsaken's development history. Blockbound is shaping up to be one of the biggest new Roblox ASM games while competing with Forsaken. We've got insane killers, deep survivor mechanics, massive crossovers, milestone skins, animated UI, and a full gameplay style that mixes Minecraft survival with Forsaken-style chase mechanics. And the crazy part is that this is all before release. The devs are still holding back a ton of features, which are going to get developed for the full launch. Which killer or survivor are you most excited for, and do you think Blockbound will compete with Forsaken once it drops?
Oh shit, not good.
So with the update releasing and updates being dropped for many skins, there was one skin that got new animations early by accident, and that was Blooded. Shout out to Ghosty Pixels for the entire showcase. Blooded got a brand new walk animation, they really gave him aura with that walk, plus perfect posture. Then there's the run animation, a new punch animation, and corrupt nature, which is kind of like the punch animation, but he keeps his hand toward his chest longer. He also has walk speed override into a wall and the miss animation, the landed version where he swings his lollipop, the pizza delivery spawn and attack animation, the stunned animation, and even the new kill animation with a special one for 007 and 7. However, these animations were released early by mistake and will be removed soon, with them being placeholders. They will still get fully reanimated later, so take these as the alpha versions of the new animations coming in a future update. So there was a big post about balance changes to time to make trick stabbing slightly less possible. With the new balance changes, there are a lot, so pause the video if you want to read them. They mainly put to time back to what they were supposed to be, a stealth sentinel, instead of being able to attack from the front. With all of them being subject to change, some agreed with the updates, saying people will complain, but that was never the intended playstyle, and with Roblox's latency, it can be unreactable at times. High-level players said that the stab windup should be kept, but the time should be forced to commit to the stab during the windup, and only after it finished should they be allowed to move freely again. A lot of people agreed with these changes as a good way to balance the time and allow killers to survive trick stabs. However, many disagreed, saying trick stabs are the only way they can protect themselves in a chase, calling to time the weakest sentinel if killers use their hitboxes correctly, and some even complaining about looping so much that they quit Forsaken. But overall, it does seem like these changes give to time a solid rebalance, with crouching becoming more useful and reinforcing the stealth-focused playstyle. Are these changes worth doing? So some of these might be coming to Forsaken sooner than we think. Which one do you want to see the most? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening it.